Many are perplexed at the storms that we're having that are record-breaking. Well, these are the days that Jesus talked about where there'll be signs in the heavens and the earth. And many shall come in his name, saying, Lo, here is Christ. So this is what we have going on, is these false prophets and teachers are generating the last days. They're quickening the wrath of God upon all the people. And this is done by the storms that are happening. They are demonic. But God is behind it because the people have cast away the commandments of God. They crucify the Son of God daily afresh and put Christ to an open shame. So these storms are going to be deadlier and more frequent. And then on top of that, there will be a famine that we have never seen before. We see now where the dock workers are on strike, trying to leverage their way into a massive pay raise. But instead, it is demonic, and it's designed to bring in the famine that's coming. The famine of meat and eggs, of water, goods, businesses that thrive on overseas production will be choked to death. It'll bring in the most massive headaches, and it'll be a famine that is like no other. Like the Great Depression, it'll be greater than the Great Depression. It'll be because we are in the Great Tribulation. Nothing has preceded what's going to happen. It is going to be worse than before. It's the same as Jesus when he said about the man whom the unclean spirit left to seek dry places and rest. Finding none, he came back into that man who was swept and garnished, meaning he was justified in his sins and his iniquity. And that demon brought 7 more demons with him, more wicked than himself. And Jesus said the last state of that man was worse than the first. And this is the last state of America and this world in these last days is worse than the first. The day of the Lord is near, and it hastens greatly. We are in a day of darkness and gloominess, and men shall seek death and not find it. That's coming up.